I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Check, 47. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
47.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Bring. Slam. Mike 59. Hey, high 7. Back to you.
Throwing Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Hey. Yo, go. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Set up, 18 Gator.
On second and 11 now. Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready? 50, plant. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, watch the slant.
On second and 11 now. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On third down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he slings one that's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mike 27. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Gun. Hey, here we go. Check.
From the red zone now, Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check.
This is Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Check 43.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 47. 6 man. Check curls.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Harris to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones throwing again. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Jones on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time run right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here I come. Here I come. We're going to 53. A little flare. A little flare. There we go. Kill. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off Byron Jones. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 66 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Well, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
We're going to 54.
10th carry now for Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Sponge! No! We're going to 53. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Ready. 18. Get it.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Catch made by Slayton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second and 2. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Elliott. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 40 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Come on, set. 60 yours. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Delta. Check 26, check 26. Shoot.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, baby.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Giants.
Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
70, Indy.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
55, Mark, 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Jones looking for Shepard deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. On 2nd down. It's Elliott, and able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now it's Tate. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check, 47. Here we go. Check your hot read. Check 52. Here we go. Go to 54. Line 26.
Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. The 30, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 71 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Giants take over. Let's go. Do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Tate. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
2nd and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Carlson now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, that's complete to Slayton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry for Barkley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Bravo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign numbers.